Give me a count in.
Okay, so that was the counting.
Fucking.
What's up?
Can you restart the recording, please?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's going on, guys? This is the Georgia Coach Show. I'm George,
I'm cool.
and today we're going to give you guys a World Cup recap and potentially look at some fun questions and looking more towards the future of this year's football.
Yeah.
So we all just watched the World Cup. You know, Co, what was
What
your thoughts
a
about it?
what a World Cup. Like I thought that was like it sucks it was in Qatar because Qatar, but like in terms of quality, I don't know if there's been a better one to be honest. Like
Not in my lifetime.
yeah, I was lucky because I got to watch so much. Like I was on the plane flying home, I was watching like four of the games in a row because it was just like on one of those like live stream channels they
Yeah.
have on those. I was like, it was like the Morocco 3-3 game from the qualifying stage, and then
Mm-hmm.
Spain, and then I was like, holy shit, like all these games are good. And then it just got better, like as you got into the round of 16, and then like what a fucking final.
Oh my gosh, the final was insane.
Yeah.
Greatest final I've seen in my life.
It's gonna be like people are gonna talk about that forever. It's like half
Forever.
like more than half of the planet saw it as well. Like,
It was insane.
yeah.
Who would you say was your favorite team to watch during this World Cup?
Croatia. Loved Croatia. My dark horse team. Such a interesting mix of like really veteran players, and then you had some like really young stars. I thought you'll see in my team of the year. I like Croatia a lot, but what about you? Who did you like to watch?
Morocco. Um,
Yeah.
my dark horses, Morocco. For some reason, I just knew they were going to do good, and they did incredible. Um, I love watching Hakimi. Um, I love watching the midfielder Amrat. I never heard of him before this, but now
Amrabat or something? Wasn't he
yeah,
at Watford for like a little bit?
I swear to God, I never heard of him in my life. Now he's a star.
He's like, I don't think he's young too. Wait, let me look up this guy.
Like
I swear he
26,
was
I think.
They were playing him like
Like
as
26.
a holding midfielder. I thought he was. I think they kind of moved him from further up the field. 'Cause I remember him as sort of a secondary striker. Um,
Mm-hmm.
let's see. He is at Fiorentina. He's only 26. Oh, this is a different guy. I must be thinking of another guy with a similar name. I think I yeah, yeah, this guy is not who I but yeah, that guy is
Amrat
phenomenal. Like
from Morocco, he's only
Ziyech.
26.
Ziyech was good.
Oh, Ziyech was
That was
incredible.
not Chelsea Ziyech. That's
No,
how
it's
you
not.
know
No,
the
what's
Chelsea shit is real.
he needs
It's
to leave
like,
Chelsea immediately.
dude, I swear that because like every time you watch one of those players outside of Chelsea, it's like it's a different person. Like you see
Chris
Timo
Pulisic,
Werner, Pulisic,
you know who's not a different person?
Reece James,
Mason Mount.
fraud.
He was
What
deplorable in the World Cup.
Southgate starting Mason Mount ahead of Phil Foden, I think lost or caused them to draw the US. I think Phil Foden could have won that game.
Yeah.
Because if you watch it back, the US was able to get so much pressure in the midfield that they really weren't creating any sort of dangerous chances, or they weren't creating as many chances as you think a team of that caliber should be. And I think a big part of that is they just weren't very creative. It was boring. It was slow. I think Mason Mount, or sorry, I think Phil Foden would have changed that completely. I don't know what. Like I was thinking, like even like a Madison would have made more sense. Like someone
Yeah.
who can make shit happen. Like you don't need just more players. You need different kinds of players. You know.
Like in my mind, it was obvious. The front
Yeah.
three should always be Foden, Saka, Kane, because it just makes sense. And
Or
like
you can
I
just
don't know what
play
Mason.
Foden a little deeper and put in Sterling and Soccer on the wings. Just a stupid good
Yeah.
team as well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Grealish,
But
somebody, you know. I
Mount and Henderson, you know,
yeah.
Like,
I
what's going
thought
on there?
England was a little disappointing.
England was disappointing, yes.
People
No, like
were
you know who was very disappointing? Who fell through the cracks? Denmark.
Germany,
Denmark.
Denmark. Did
They
you
got
have
third
huge?
in the Euros,
Oh, that's right.
and
I
they
forgot
and they got
about
one
that.
point. They got 1 point in the group.
They lost to Australia, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I watched that game. I was like, yeah, they should have beaten us compared to like if you looked at the talent gap between those two teams, it was amazing Australia made it through. Like
hmm
credit to them. They managed to scrape through in some of those games.
hmm
Anyway,
Belgium was super disappointing.
I could have told you that 4 years ago. I told you that
You told me that.
3 months ago.
Yeah,
And lo and
yeah,
it's
you
not
did.
a talent thing. Like, they were much better. They on paper, they're much better than Argentina.
Yeah, they
Am I
are.
wrong? Am I wrong?
They are. Mhm. They are.
But it's if they don't put it together, so you're not gonna win. It's just as simple as that.
Yeah, Belgium. I don't know what was going on with Lukaku. Kevin De Bruyne was terrible.
Yeah, what the fuck
I was
happened to
shocked.
him?
Both of them, Lukaku and Eden Hazard was playing out of his socks, and he hasn't played good for Madrid. He hasn't played that good in 4 years. You know, so what a World Cup.
Yeah, sad it's over because I mean we still got some good NFL left. We got college football playoffs, but I mean I'm talking about stuff that I like at least. Like I'm not really into like basketball and I don't know. Are you
I was
watching?
thinking basketball. We
I was
got Mo
watching
Bamba.
hockey yesterday. I was watching the Rangers against the Blackhawks. I was like, I can kind of see how people really enjoy this, but I can't get into that either. What are you watching right now? Like what?
I watched a lot of boxing, a lot of basketball, a good amount of
Yeah.
UFC.
Oh yeah,
Um,
good UFC.
I enjoy that. I like football. I'm not super into it, but I try to keep up with things.
Right.
Um, Hockey, nah, I can't do it.
No.
Baseball, there's just a lot going on.
Yeah, I watched the playoffs this year. I thought were actually really entertaining.
Mhm.
Um, but
Um, what what player surprised you on how much of a talent they were in this World Cup?
Tyler Adams.
For me, it was Antoine Griezmann.
Griezmann had a phenomenal tournament. They should not have taken
Griezmann
him
is
off in the final, and he was one of the best players. I felt like for that France team.
okay. I'm gonna say this. Outside of the two best, so I think we can agree on who the two best were.
Yeah,
Griezmann was the third best player in the World Cup, the entire tournament.
I would say Modric was a little bit better.
And Griezmann,
Mm-hmm.
I would say he's better than Modric, Hakimi, Ziyech, Giroud. Besides Mbappe and Messi, there was nobody better than Griezmann, in my opinion.
I see like the what I like about Griezmann for France is they play him the right way. It's like playing behind the striker. You have like two really fast wingers, give him space to work, and he does magical shit. Like everything that I don't want to compare him to like what Messi does from a creative standpoint, but there's not many players like
He's like
that
a wish
who
Messi.
yeah, it's like a discount Messi in terms of
Yeah.
like he's at his best. Just give him any sort of space, any sort of players to work with, he'll make shit happen. And like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he was fun
But
to
he was
watch.
playing. But he was playing the six. I was watching him play the six.
He plays midfield now. Like he doesn't even play for it. Like
I was watching.
he's like
I said, is he a left back?
he's not
You know
even
who
like
else? Speaking of France, Kamavinga. Oh,
mhm.
he was elite. He was real good.
Oh, you're gonna love this. I bought Camavinga on Atletico for my career mode because I was like, he had a release clause of like 80 million and I had the money. And I was like, you know what? Let me just weaken my greatest rival and get like one of the best young talents in Europe. So I just
Mhm.
activated his clause and he's so good for me.
He's so good, bro.
Yeah. Dude. Oh my god. Chouameni, not only
Oh,
does he play like Paul Pogba, does he not look exactly
they
like
do.
Paul
Yep.
Pogba? Like
Yep.
he looks
Sure
like a
looks like fun.
slightly more chiseled. That guy is just a specimen in terms of like he's incredibly talented, but he's a freaky good athlete too. He's gonna be some fucking force for them.
If you think about it, a lot of the French team could just be Madrid.
Yeah, I mean,
Thomas Lemar, Benzema, Griezmann, Mendy,
and then
Chouameni,
we used to
Camavinga,
have the fucking Hernandez brothers. We're both on Atletico.
Varane.
They had a good tournament. Varane had a good tournament.
Yeah. Almost all the French players had, but like almost all the French
Uh,
players had the tournament. Almost.
was Lloris a little suspect?
I if we were doing the flops, I'd put him number one.
He made a couple great saves. He made a couple really great saves. But I feel like there were goals that you would expect him to not let in. And I feel like that's happened for Tottenham too.
That penalty shot for Messi in the
I
penalty shootout.
I know exactly what you mean.
Was terrible. I said, "Oh my god!"
Still a great keeper.
Hugo Lloris, he was not great. You know who else wasn't great? Number 7.
Who was
Cristiano.
Oh, Ronaldo. Yeah, I think age. I think like the fact that he was coming on as a sub was more his age. Like it's not. I don't think it was a talent or like a relationship with the manager. I think I think he couldn't do it. Like so.
I just think he's a little bit past it now,
which is fine. I mean, he's had such an amazing career. It's just like take the check, go to Inter Miami, score 93 goals in the MLS, and retire. Like it's time. It's all right. Like
he's gonna break Messi's record.
Oh, fuck that. Just take the
Go
check.
to MLS. Yeah.
Take the check.
Oh.
Should we do our team of the year? We're talking about all these players.
I would love that.
Okay.
I think we might have the same goalkeeper. I just cannot pronounce his name.
Mm-hmm.
Are we
Dominic
thinking the same guy?
Livakovic?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Best goalkeeper at the tournament. I didn't think he was that close. He is phenomenal. And he's young. And he might be going to Juventus, according to something I just read. So
Madrid, Real, get him. Courtois old.
You have one of the best keepers in the world in Courtois. He's just gonna sit. That's nothing for a keeper. He can last like 3-4 more seasons at least.
Get Dominic, send him on loan. 20s, these clubs in Italy, Inter Milan.
Mm-hmm.
We can just get Dominic. Dominic is, as we call him, Dominic is
he's a stud. I thought Dominic was shot stopping wasn't even close, like him compared to anybody else. He faced like 31 shots. It was by far the most in the whole tournament. So it wasn't like he didn't have. I mean, he had a good defense in front of him, but he still faced like he had a lot to do in every game I saw him play, and I thought he was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. I will say though, I believe his name is Yassine Benoa.
Yeah, from Morocco.
He was very good too.
Yeah, he was really good. You can make a shout for Emi Martinez. Immature, but okay. The save at the end, the one on is the last name like Colo something.
Oh, Colo was really good too.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
The French.
That was not the like. I mean, it was a good save, no doubt. It was a good save that did save the game for them. But in that position, I think people thought it was an easier chance than it was because if you're a goalie and you're that far out already, if you're able to get your legs wide, like you really cover the kind of 2 low spots that a striker would be looking to finish in. So he probably should have tried to dink it over the top, and that's a really hard skill to do. So I felt like people were really giving him credit for that save, and I was like, yeah, it's a good save, but I don't think he was of the like the fucking magnitude. It wasn't like some of the saves Livakovic made were game changing.
Yeah, game changing. Okay. You want to go left back or right back?
Right back.
Hakimi?
Yeah.
Oh, what in Real Madrid, we should be crying. First off, I just want to credit the whole Moroccan defense. Was so incredible. Good. So good. Led by Hakimi.
He's fucking huge. I didn't realize how big of a dude he was. And so you see him on camera, it's like, what the fuck? This is a right back?
Yeah, he was huge.
But his ball skills are unbelievable. He's like he has like a winger level talent. And he's like he makes his way like inverted as well into the midfield. You can see how he could really play almost any position. He's unbelievable.
He's what we thought Trent was. I feel like.
He's better than Trent.
But remember
Easily
what
better
was
than
like?
Trent.
Remember Trent like 20? Remember when Liverpool won the World Cup, won the
Yeah.
Champions League?
Yeah.
I think Kimi is what we thought Trent was.
Mm-hmm.
He does everything Trent could do and defend,
Right.
and dribble into and run past defenders, and captain Morocco to beat Portugal and Spain,
Yep.
top Belgium in their group. You know, what they did was incredible.
Yeah.
And credit to Kimi for it.
That was one of the better underdog runs I've seen at a World Cup.
Probably for me, after 2018 Croatia.
I was about to say that would be the other one. But that was a better team, I feel like, on paper.
Yeah, these Moroccan guys just had 3 good players. Well, when we came into the World Cup, we thought they had just had 3 good players.
Mm.
But now we know they have a lot more. So credit to Morocco.
Who are your center backs?
Gavaldio, I believe his name is Josko Gavaldio, and I think I'm going to go with Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire?
Harry
Really?
Maguire.
I don't think he was terrible. He was okay.
Harry Maguire. I'm between Harry Maguire, Pepe, and what you call him, and Thiago Silva.
Mm.
One of those 3.
Yeah.
I want to say Harry Maguire for some reason.
Okay.
Very
I
good.
thought Gavardio was an easy pick.
Easy pick, yeah. He's number 1.
Yeah. And then I put Saiz from Morocco.
Change all my picks. Saiz from Morocco. I agree with Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came off injured, I think, in the last game, but up until that point, he was so rock solid for them.
Another 2 genuine world-class talents.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they do. Strong in the back. Morocco didn't get a ghost forward on them, and Croatia held Brazil to 1.
Mm-hmm.
When Brazil were firing 4 against decent teams, you know.
Yeah.
So
I thought left back was hard. Did you have? Because I was thinking like I was like Raf Guerrero maybe, but who did you pick?
I think Theo Hernandez. Raf Guerrero was damn close.
Yeah. I went with Alphonso Davies because I was like, he was probably Canada's like bright spot. I wasn't impressed by them, but he made shit happen. I think did he score? He caused the first goal. But I thought him and Guerrero were pretty impressive.
Yeah. If Alphonso Davies would have played more games, he would have been number 1 for me. But he only played 3.
Yeah, that sucks.
So kind of like, held him back a little bit.
Yeah. Hernandez had a really good tournament. That's someone I wish Atletico still had.
He's like the Arakini.
Mm-hmm.
Just a talented young fullback. Very few in the world, in my opinion. Really talented young fullbacks.
Yeah.
Hernandez is one of them. He's a great passer, great defensively. His link-up play with Kylian Mbappe was phenomenal.
Yep.
I enjoyed watching him play.
I didn't like them going with what's his name on the Dembele on the right wing as much as they did, but that left side fucking all studs. How did you set up your midfield?
Okay, this was going to kind of look weird for me.
Okay.
Because it really depends on if we consider Messi a midfielder or not.
He's not a midfielder.
Well,
I don't even know what position you call him.
Huh?
He's just Messi at this point.
Yeah.
There's no position.
I had him as a midfielder. So I had Antoine Griezmann. That was my Messi and Amrabat from Morocco.
Yeah. He probably deserves it.
So close.
I thought about Jude Bellingham too. He's gonna be
close.
unbelievable. Like he already is unbelievable, but that potential is scary. When do you think Man City's gonna buy him?
Never. Liverpool. I think that's a real good fit for him. For Liverpool.
I could see that.
When do you think Real Madrid's gonna buy him? Actually, probably realistically.
When are they gonna buy Mbappe? for 350 million.
He's worth every penny. Yeah.
Maybe.
He's just Mbappe. Let's not talk about Mbappe right now. Jude's just supremely talented. Probably I don't want to say the best, besides like Griezmann and Messi, but like what he did for that England midfield was phenomenal. But Amrabat was better.
Okay.
He was a defensive midfielder, holding essentially. He was just always in traffic.
Yeah.
He was making so many defensive plays, so he was winning so many duels. It was just very impressive to watch. So yeah, I had Amrabat.
I went with Tyler Adams at CDM, and I had Griezmann and Modric in front. Bruno Fernandes deserves a shout. Bellingham deserves a shout. But I thought Tyler Adams was America's best player.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pulisic was good, but not great. But I thought Tyler Adams overall was the best player in at least 2 of the 3 games.
Something that confused me was that Aronson was always coming off the bench, and I feel like he's the best American player we have.
Certainly one of them. Like he's just electric. Like he's so fast, and like I'm excited to see him. So I would have liked to seen him a little earlier for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I assume we have the same wingers.
No, I had Messi as a midfielder.
Oh shit. Okay. So who's on your wing?
Kylian, left wing.
Okay, obviously.
The Kyle Saka on my right wing. Wait, who are your 2 wingers before you say a striker?
Well, Messi and Mbappe.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
And a striker was so hard for me.
I feel like there's a couple good options.
There are a lot of good options.
Is it Julian Alvarez for you?
It's not. He was in a conversation. I like Julian Alvarez.
Yeah. He had a really good tournament.
Giroud was real good. Gonzalo Ramos.
Yep.
Was real good. I think I actually, you know what? I was pretty set on Giroud, but I actually think I'm going Gonzalo Ramos.
Okay.
He came into that Portugal team. Nobody was thinking about
who is that? Like
he plays for Benfica.
Benfica? Okay.
Portuguese striker.
I hadn't seen him before this.
I had heard his name before, but like never seen his face. He was a baller. He came in, took Ronaldo's spot, and showed that he deserved it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me. I was super impressed by him. He didn't play as many games, so he didn't score as many goals as the other 2, but genuinely phenomenal for me.
So I had Messi and Mbappe on the wings. I went with Cody Gakpo through the middle. I really liked him.
Oh, that's a good one.
He was a stud. I thought he was the Netherlands' best player. I mean, you've heard about him because of like the transfer news and all that, and people wanting him. He definitely showed why.
I see it in him.
Yep.
He's a stud. What do you think? Who would you have as a manager of the tournament?
Manager of the tournament. Who's managing Qatar?
Stop. Who's managing? I want to know who the manager of the tournament. If you know the name, just say the country. Which will have the best setup.
Fuck, I don't know. What do you think? I'm kind of the Moroccan. Yeah. Who's that guy? What's it?
I believe his name was like
Moroccan
thing. Walid. Let me look on my phone.
Yeah, Walid
Reguararu. Whatever his name is, Walid. He's a stud. He had that.
Somebody better be getting out the checkbook for this guy.
They have to. How old is he? He can't be that old. Or he's in his 40s, 47. I'll be honest.
That's young.
He's a stud. He had that Moroccan back line playing perfect for him.
Okay,
And so they literally,
two-time defending champions of the African Champions League, the Moroccan Guardiola. Yeah,
fair. I see
yeah.
it.
All right, should we get on to this little game we got going?
I like it. I want to, yeah.
Okay. So to explain it to the audience, basically it's a PK shootout to save your life, but the conditions are you have to pick a goalkeeper who doesn't play the sport, and then your 5 shooters, a player that's not at the World Cup, any historical figure, any American, any cartoon character, and just anybody you know. I'm very curious to see what George came up with.
Okay. The goalkeeper can be an athlete, correct?
Yeah, as long as he doesn't play soccer.
Okay. The goalkeeper I chose was Yao Ming.
Oh, that's a good fucking one.
The player at the tournament, not the tournament, I picked Erling Haaland. Historical figure, I picked Abraham Lincoln.
I thought about that.
Dude,
I don't know why.
Maybe
I was just thinking, all the historical figures I thought of were just like American presidents.
Wait, number 3 was celebrity, right?
3 is any American. So yeah, I guess it could be a celebrity.
I picked Machine Gun Kelly.
Okay.
For 4, I picked Speedy Gonzalez as a cartoon character.
Who the fuck is that?
The little mouse that runs around real fast.
Oh, okay.
And for 5, I picked this one guy I know. His name is Zachary Trevorrow.
Oh my god, I almost picked that guy too.
And those are my 5.
Zach's actually mad good at penalties. Like he like goes left foot into the corner. It's
I just got a feeling Zach will be great at penalties.
Yeah.
What about you though,
Kyle? Okay, so goalkeeper not from the sport, Sauce Gardner. Tall, lanky. I think he would be a great goalkeeper.
Okay.
Player not at the World Cup, Mo Salah.
Mohammed, yeah.
Good penalty taker.
It was either Mbappe or it was Holland or Mo Salah, yeah, for me too.
Okay. Historical figure. I don't know if this is a historical figure, but I was thinking like who never misses? American sniper, Chris Kyle. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Any American? Justin Tucker. Also does not miss, except for yesterday for some reason. Cartoon character. I did not know if Hank Hill could do penalties, so I went with Peter Griffin. I feel like he at least played a little soccer.
Okay, Peter Griffin.
And then anybody, I was thinking Zach, but I ended up going with Susie.
I wasn't sure if you were going to say something dumb like Bill Teeter or something.
I was thinking like I almost made one of the characters, or not one of the characters, one of the categories like mutual acquaintances. So I had to pick somebody that we both knew. But I was like, that list is so small that
I feel like I have like 6 we both know.
Yeah.
I was so tempted to write down like Hinder or something.
Yeah.
Something stupid. I have a few. I have like some personal questions I just wanted to pick your mind about.
Okay.
After the
yeah. Go ahead.
Because I remember a few months ago we talked about Mbappe or Haaland, and you picked Haaland.
Yeah.
Do you still agree with that pick, or would you like to change it?
No, definitely not. Well, I don't know. Is that just recency bias though?
We could be.
Like,
but you also got to watch Mbappe play.
Okay, would Haaland instead of Giroud win the World Cup for France?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. What about Haaland but no Mbappe?
No.
Probably. Yeah.
Because Mbappe was like he was a playmaker. He was the strike for that. He ran to the defense. He was cooking Argentina's defense.
Just kept doing it too. Like you couldn't do
They didn't do
anything
nothing.
about
They
it.
didn't do
Yeah, they
nothing.
couldn't do anything about
They
it.
just let him.
It was funny at some points. Like,
And you know the scariest part is, Mbappe did it for 40 minutes because he only started getting good at like after the 75th minute.
yeah,
And
that's
then
true.
Yeah, and they scored
They
4.
scored 2 goals in like fucking 10 seconds.
He scored 2 goals in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
79th minute, 81st minute. That was crazy. Hit a Hattie. It was tough. It was, in my opinion, even though Argentina won, France was more impressive to me.
Yeah. They're a better team.
Plus, that was their B team.
They were missing quite a bit.
Giroud was playing. He should not be playing.
So you see that thing about Benzema today? Like he was
retired,
healthy or something, but well, not retired, but he was like he could have played, and he had like. I think that French manager has like a weird relationship with players. Like he loves Giroud.
Yeah, that French manager is terrible. He's like Southgate.
I don't know. I mean, he's been very successful, but it's like at the same time the player pool is ridiculous. So we would be successful managing that fucking team. Like you could put out.
Like I can name 5 French players. I can name 4 French players who have been Ballon d'Or candidates who actually play. You know,
Right.
Like Griezmann. Remember when Griezmann was third?
Griezmann, Mbappe,
Conte, and 5. Yeah, 5. Mbappe too. Yeah, Pogba and Conte.
Yeah,
all been in the top 10 for Ballon d'Or. And
yeah,
what is he? He started Kingsley Coman.
Yeah. Why so much fucking?
Wasn't that weird? That was just like weird, right?
Yeah, it was weird.
When Cuckoo wasn't playing.
Oh, that's right. He just went to Chelsea too, right?
Yeah, like literally, Griezmann probably would play on the right wing, realistically, and the whole midfield would be entirely different. Rabiot, Tchouaméni, and Griezmann would have been
fucking Rabiot out of like why he should not be out of Camavinga, should not be out of Tchouaméni. Should
like they had like Tchouaméni over Conte was injured, Pogba was injured, and Cuckoo was injured, Benzema was injured, Mendy was injured. That whole team was injured.
Yeah.
Mike Madigan was injured.
Was that the other keeper?
That's the black French one, yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember him because he's black. Not that many black old There is it, right?
I want to see them like try somebody else though. You know what I mean? Because like,
yeah,
isn't like Areola or somebody? You know, just like might be time to make a change. Yeah,
he's just not good. He's not a good goalkeeper, unfortunately for him. Like when it was penalties, I knew Argentina won. Because like I watched the Netherlands, I said he has currents. And Lloris can stop one. That was just tough.
Some of those.
Who would you say?
The fucking Tchouaméni one that just went wide. Those are the worst ones to see. It's like hit the fucking target.
Oh yeah, at least hit the target, Chua.
Yeah, make them make a save.
Who was, in your opinion, the most impressive player? Like, who was the best player at the tournament?
I think it has to be Messi, right? Like,
I'd go on Mbappe.
It's one of those two.
One of those two, yeah.
Yeah.
And crazy part is their teammates. That's so crazy.
And they're not going to win the Champions League still.
They will win the Champions League.
Because PSG.
Do you think if they win the Champions League and Mbappe has a better season than Messi, do you think Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or over Messi?
Yeah.
I think Messi's still going to win it over him. If they win the champs, and then the league, and then the World Cup.
I'm not so sure Haaland doesn't win it on his own. I don't think it's a 2-horse race, is what I'm saying.
I feel like it's a 2-horse race kind of now. Actually, it's a 3-horse race, and they all live in Paris.
And that fucking team, they have Neymar. Like, what the fuck? I told you, I was like, how are you?
Yeah, in my opinion, Neymar's the best player in the world right now. and he's like,
I think Mbappe's already better. I think he's going to be even better.
oh yeah, I think Mbappe will be better than Neymar. Ever was.
But you don't think right now?
No, I think Neymar's the best in the world.
You can make the argument.
For me, it's Mbappe. Messi is kind of a lot better, but Mbappe, no Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, Holland, Federico Valverde.
João Felix. João Felix.
He was really good.
Else.
He was really good in the World Cup.
Yeah, because he's playing a system that's good for him, not fucking the Atletico fucking pump and dump offense we got going on.
Okay. If someone said João Felix can reach his potential, but we get rid of Diego Simeone, what would you say?
No.
For Diego Simeone for Steven Gerrard.
No. You know what I would do? I would do Simeone gone, but replaced by Fernando Torres.
Okay.
Because I think
that work?
Yeah, I think that would work.
Fernando for Simeone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Or whatever. Get that fucking Moroccan dude.
You know who they should get? The Tottenham guy.
Which one? They fired. They've already fired him. So
no, the Argentinian Tottenham guy.
Oh, Pochettino.
Pochettino.
Yeah, he's quality.
Yeah, that he should be at Atletico.
Okay, this Zoom's about to die because we're broke. All right, so I think we should probably call it a day. That was a good episode.
Amen. This is a good, nice little step back into the podcasting. But this is George.
That was so not natural, but okay.
This is George.
And yeah, okay, this is Co.
And this is the George and Co Show. Thank you guys for listening. We are signing out. Peace.